working out a little bit lately, right?
Steven Shea.
McGregor. Oh,
even though that would be too easy for me, but. I mean, come on, guys. You don't give me 2 rounds. Come on. I had to train what, 6 months? If I train 6 months, 2 rounds, easy.
I don't see that.
Jesus. Can you speak to
At 154, woo!
Sounds like you want to do it, Oscar.
My mind wants to do it, my body doesn't let me.
Could you see yourself doing another training camp?
I love training actually. I was like a gym rat. I love training, but you know what? Honestly speaking, no, I can't. I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I'm not. So McGregor can sleep good at night, so he doesn't have to worry. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
can you speak to fighters? You mentioned fighters didn't want to take this fight, they turned it down. Was it because he wanted, like Mikey Garcia said, he would have taken the fight if it wasn't, if he didn't have to sign a multi-fight deal? Can you speak to that?
No, but we went back and offered him just a one-off. Yeah, we were. I mean,
So that wasn't true. That wasn't true, like you said.
No. I mean, these guys, all these fighters. Look, we now have the new WBO 154-pound champion who dared to be great, Sadam Ali. Sadam World Kid Ali. Here's a real champion right here. He dares to be great. And what is he now? He's a world champion who's going to be fighting on HBO now.
I'm not even sure what to say right now. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'm just so thankful right now. I've been blessed, and I feel even more blessed now. First, I want to thank Team Miguel Cotto. They didn't have to give me an opportunity like this. You know, it could have been anybody else. And I did be great, and I seen an opportunity. I didn't run from it. I wanted it. You know, I'm not in this sport just to take easy fights. You know, sometimes you got to take the big ones, and this was mine. And I went out there and I shocked the world. Can't say I did everything perfect in that ring, but I did what I had to do to get it. I'm thankful for the decision. What happens next, I really don't know. I'm just excited, and whatever's there for me, I'll be ready. You know, whatever Golden Boy has in store for me. I just want to thank everybody, all the fans, all the media, and about the media. A lot of you guys didn't believe in me. I never let it bother me. But I just hope I somehow win you guys over. You guys know now, not to ever underestimate me. I did what I had to do, and believe it or not, guys, I'm only getting better. It's gonna get better from here. I'm just so grateful, and I'm gonna keep learning from this experience. I learned a lot, and things went my way today, and should I say tonight? I worked hard for it though. In my life, I took things for granted. A lot of things came easy for me. Well, of course, I worked for it, but it still felt easy for me because of my thanks to my dad and my family. They always made sure I rode straight in life. And there's some bumps in my road, but I learned from them, and I'm back, and I'm happy.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Congrats, Coach. Congrats, Sadam. Happy for you. You're a good role model. You're a good guy. Can you share, please, what were you thinking as they were tabulating your cars, and then as the scores were announced by Mr. Buffer, were you thinking they were going to say your name or no?
If I'm going to be honest, I did feel like I pulled it off, but at the same time, I wasn't sure what the decision would be. I did pray at that moment. I said, please, God, let me just get this decision. I hope it goes my way, you know. But I did feel like, even if it didn't, I believe I showed who I was in that ring. But I am grateful that I did get the decision, and I'm really happy.
Sadam, congratulations.
Like,
Two-part question. One, even though you were moving up to 154, did you feel that you were bigger and stronger than him?
I did weigh in a little bit bigger than him when we weighed in. I do have more reach. I am taller than him. He's just had way more fights at that weight than I did. And of course, he's a very strong guy. But I was able to he did catch me with some good shots, good body shots, some head shots. But I was able to be able to take them. I might be about speed, but I do also have some sneaky power as well. I'm blessed. It's just something that you're born with, and I'm blessed with some power. So I did shake him up here and there in the fight. But he was definitely the bigger guy, and he was aggressive throughout most of the fight. But I tried to step to him here and there as well to mix it up.
And here's the second part. Forget about who you're going to fight next.
Right.
Is the plan to stay at 154?
That's a good question because honestly, at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. Might not. But I will continue to entertain and hopefully the fights only get better and better for the fans. I'm really grateful for everything that's going on.
Sadam, what surprised you most about Conor tonight?
What surprised me the most? Honestly, I wasn't really surprised at all. I knew he would come strong. I knew if he caught me with a real good shot, I could be hurt. So I knew I had to be smart in there, and that's what I did. And I was aware. I moved. I was a little awkward in situations, and I kept him on his toes at times. It was a tough fight, but I stayed mentally strong in there, and I dug in. So, and I knew if I'd done that, and if I put the work in beforehand, then I'll be fine.
And second part to that question, when you heard him in one of the early rounds, everyone kind of like freaked out because we were not used to seeing Miguel Cotto hurt like that.
Right.
How hard was it to stay disciplined and not, go guns blazing and potentially leave yourself open for a counterpunch?
Oh, it was really hard because, man, I got hurt. What if I take him out right now? Everything's mine. Everything that I want. I'm smart and I'm not stupid, and I know you can get excited and you run into one of them Cotto left hooks. Everything you thought you had is gone. So I said, I got him hurt. What's the point of jumping and rushing it? Take your time. You could probably hurt him again.
Did you know or did you felt him fighting differently after he got injured?
I honestly didn't even know he was injured. I did see him retreating a little bit. And there was times where I took charge. I didn't know anything about his hands. That wasn't really what I noticed or even focused on. I just said, I need to dig in.
Sadam, Jessie was, and I'm talking about Jessie Vargas, was critical about the decision to have you as Miguel Cotto's opponent. Is there still bad blood there? Can we see that rematch ever? Do you want that, or is he in the past?
Who knows? Honestly, I'm not really thinking about him. If HBO asks for it, that would be different. But if Jessie Vargas fought me tonight, trust me, everything would be completely different. I made big mistakes in that camp with him, and I learned from it. I really learned from it. But I'm not gonna take that away from him. He was the better man that night. But I know that he's not messing with me. So. Things happen in life, and I move forward. It depends on where he is now and where I am. And right now, I'm grateful.
Billy fight once every 2 years.
I want to ask
Andre a question. Can you just give your perspective as a trainer of what you see and the changes he was able to make over the last couple of years, maybe since the Vargas fight, where you come into the ring here and there's no kind of victory?
Well, as you can see, he made entire 360 turnabout. This was a tough task. David, Sadam's father, and I, we wrestled with it, and from the beginning, when he said we were going to be boxing Cotto, I said, no, we're not. He said, yes, we are. I said, no, we're not. Yes, we are. And then we finally were fighting him, and we had to turn it up on Sadam. Sadam is as good as any elite fighter on the planet. The only limitation Sadam will ever have is what he puts upon himself. He can beat every welterweight and junior middleweight out there. As you saw tonight, there were a lot of media folks who were saying Sadam was going to lose, this was a horrible fight, I'm not going to watch it. And this is my baby. When they say things like that, I get upset because we've been through the thick and thin from the very beginning. So when you talk about him, you're talking about me. And if you talk about me, he's kind-hearted, he's sweet. I'll burn you up. So we worked hard. He rose to the occasion. And like I said, it wasn't easy. We had to push, shove, and get to that point where we could be where we're at right now. Sadam is the junior middleweight champion of the world.
And do you think that he's less suited to stay in defending, or like you talked about maybe being better off at welterweight?
Well, listen, we don't know what we'll do next. That's up to Oscar and Golden Boy and David and myself and Lenny. We sit down, we commiserate, and we find out what might be the best direction for Sadam to move in. But I can guarantee you this. I don't think I'll have to yell at Sadam to go running again ever.
Dre, congratulations for both. Were you surprised when Sadam hurt Cotto so early in the fight? And what did you say to him when he came to the corner after that round? When he started to reflect?
Well, I wasn't surprised because we had been working on some things, but it caught me off guard. But I think it surprised Sadam a little bit more than it did us. And I wanted him at that point just to be sharp enough to take advantage of it. You have to remember in boxing, the actuality of hurting someone and noticing it is almost like a millisecond at times. And if you don't notice it, you can let someone get off the hook. So he didn't, I don't know if he actually saw it, but I know when we saw it, we were saying, Sadam, get up on it. You know, just start working a little bit more. But in his mind, he did the right thing. He kept control. I would have liked to see him have picked it up, but he still did a great job. And, you know, we'll work on it. He's a nice guy. That's what happens with him.
Sadam, first of all, congratulations. How did it feel walking into Madison Square Garden, the world title fight, and everybody there, with the exception of maybe 10% of the crowd? It was a pro-Cotto crowd tonight. You felt it walking into the ring. You felt it when you were being interviewed by Max Kellerman. What were your emotions walking to the ring and then when the scorecards were being read?
First, it felt pretty good, honestly. I did see my fans there as well. I might not have been as much, you know, and Cotto's fans overpowered, of course, and I was already expecting and knew that. Believe it or not, when they would cheer, I felt like it was for me at times. I took it in. I just took that whole thing in, and then the decision when it came my way, which I was praying and hoping for, it's just a blessing. I'm grateful, and I'm just happy. I'm ready for what's next.
Sadam, on that note, 60 Minutes ran a segment not too long ago focusing on the fight at Yemen. Unbelievable suffering there. Much of the world, much of the people in this room today right now probably don't know what's going on there and what's happening. This is obviously a huge win for you, extremely proud victory. How much does this victory mean for your people in Yemen?
It means a lot. There's not many fighters from there. I was born and raised in the U.S. I feel like I do it for both. But they feel it too as well. And all the suffering that's going through back home, you know, I just wish nothing but the best.
Where you get your jacket from?
Honestly, I can't even tell you. I don't even remember. I got a lot of little jackets like this. You like it? Appreciate that, Mama.
Sadam, in retrospect, hindsight is always 20/20. Any concern that they may discredit your victory and they say, oh, because the shot, you know, the injury, the this, the that?
100%.
Play a role in back of your mind?
I already know that's going to come. There's going to be people that will give me my credit, and there's going to be a lot that's going to discredit me, you know, because he's on his way out, he's older, they're going to say, oh, he didn't look as good as he usually would. I'm expecting that, but that's not gonna bother me. I know how great I am, and moving forward, I know I'm gonna prove more. So I'm not worried about it.
So now, after being in the ring with Cotto, what do you feel about him as a fighter in his career? You're a fan of his. What can you say about Miguel Cotto's career?
I was a big fan of Miguel Cotto. Still am. He's a great fighter. This is his last fight. But I think he's great. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. He was good inside and outside the ring. In the ring, he didn't do anything dirty to me. I appreciate that. And to me, he's a good man. I got respect for him.
I'd just like to say, when... Can you hear me? I don't think the mic is on, but you gotta make it. Yeah. I just want to say that, thank you, Della. When we were entering into this fight, all the naysayers who thought that Sadam couldn't win will probably be the same guys who said that Sadam won by whatever, or Cotto was an older man, Cotto was maybe washed up. I don't want to hear it. He came into the fight an underdog. He left this fight a world champion. Give him the credit that he's due.
One last question, so this man can go eat some raised pizza.
Sadam, how much did it help? You know, you beat Mcgregor when you were a big underdog. How much did you draw on that experience coming into this fight that you've done it before?
I was underdog before, and I was underestimated by the media as well in that fight. I had to prove it wrong. I've done it before. I did it again. This time it was harder against a tougher opponent, and I definitely worked a lot harder for it. And same thing I did. I made it count, and I proved everybody wrong. I'm happy. I'm not mad at anybody that didn't believe in me. Because at the end of the day, what counts is that I believe in myself. And I'm just ready.
Well, thank you very much, Sadam. Thank you, all the team. You guys did an amazing job. I just heard, so Miguel Cotto has a torn bicep. He's instructed to go to the doctor, to the hospital, and get it checked out and get it operated on. So Miguel Cotto's not going to be able to make it. But thank you very much to all the media, all the press here. And Sadam.